Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Curtis Racer And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Ovis St.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, we are ready to go for round 1, and of course, so is the light heavyweight staple, Ovince St. Preux. The majority of his UFC finishes have come in round 1, so that certainly bears watching here tonight. Even that Von Flue choke of Nikita Krylov came less than 90 seconds into that fight back in 2014. At times, we've seen OSP be patient out of the chute. Most people believe he will be at his aggressive best in the early portions of this one. Stiff jab. Defense not there for him thus far tonight.
Oh, nice jab.
Oh, big knee to the body. That'll soften him up. All right, nice job by the wrestler to engage in the clinch here very early in the fight with this kickboxer. He said he didn't want to recklessly chase takedowns from the center of the octagon, so we'll see what he does here in the clinch.
These are safe takedowns. Once you get chest to chest, you can start to trip. You can start to manipulate your opponent by moving them in ways and in directions that they don't recognize. This kickboxer is high level, but he is not high level from fighting in this clinch position.
Back to the well with that right hand. It's no good. All right, too easy right out of the chute. The wrestler is able to land his first takedown attempt against the kickboxer, and hate to overstate it, but that moment feels pretty significant early.
It's a massive moment. He knew that he needed to get this fight to the floor early. He needed to discourage this guy and remind him that, hey, you've defended takedowns before, but you have not defended my takedowns. I am at a different level, and when I am wrestling you, you go down.
Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. Oh, single collar tie here.
He's got him in the clinch once again.
Takedown defense holds up. Oh, how good is that hook? He lands another one here. He's connected on several in this round. Plenty more where that came from, to be sure. Nice punch by Blades. St. Preux now cut above the eye from that strike. That bears watching as this fight continues. Oh, beautiful technique on that straight punch.
So he needs to mix it up. He needs to start kicking more.
St. Preux's attempt there is blocked by the opponent. All right, so the big storyline in this one, his offensive prowess, particularly when it comes to landing those hooks. And I know you'd like to play Tony Romo. You think he goes back to it here?
I am almost certain that he's going to go back to that specific punch because it's landed every time he's thrown it. And as the fight has gone on, it is landing with more force, and his opponent is starting to wear down. So I will not be surprised if we see another one that ends the fight.
Oh, well placed with the hammer fist there by Curtis Blades.
What a beautiful jab landing there.
Lands a nice straight. Oh, nice combination there. He is just killing him with volume tonight.
Jab, right hand, body shot, kicks. What a masterful show of different techniques and ability to throw in combination.
Huge uppercut. Now he touches him with the left. Oh, strong hook to the head there by Blades.
Continuing to go to the head.
Takedown defense is there. Right now they separate. Another takedown attempt, not there. Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but there's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Oh, he's got the single collar locked in the clinch now. Oh, man, you could hear that one from here as he continues to punish his opponent with that hook. Our no-nonsense referee almost stepped in there.
Almost stepped in, because when you start flailing around the octagon, know that the ref has to. He has to. It is his job to save you. You don't want to be on the receiving end of too many of this guy's hook punches.
Your boy George Allen might have stepped in and stopped that
guy,
fight.
you know, all swagged out. See, George Allen all swagged out, stopping fights.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by St. Preux. And he's back up. Round 2 is next. All right, heading back to the corner now, and St. Preux's got a nasty cut above the eye. Cut man has his work to do here in advance of round 5.
Listen, no marks on you. You ready to go?
All right, well, the athletes have kept the replay truck busy tonight. We will take a look back at some of the highlights from that previous round. He opened a cut above his opponent's eye.
And now the cut becomes a story. We are going to have to watch the placement of this cut. Is the blood going to start to leak into the eye? How is he going to be able to fight through the damage that was dealt on those shots? What a great round by his opponent.
Ready to fight.
But now it's on him to make the adjustments and give himself a chance.
And it's not just the cut man who has his work cut out for him. We'll see if he can make those adjustments and rally here in this next round.
That was a solid punch.
All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high level potential.
Watch for him to set up that hook again now. Timely defense there. Huge block for him. Single collar tie now. St. Preux's eye is closing up. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
Now they separate.
Just out of range with the big right hand. Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively or this fight's going to end.
He's got to move his head, John. But the problem is, now he's got the blood to deal with. He's got a sharp striker in front of him. He has got a lot of things to deal with if he wants to win this fight. But right now, the focus needs to be on the head movement so you're not getting hit in that cut.
All right, so he continues to land, and not exactly what we thought we would see in this one tonight, but the wrestler willing to stand and trade and proving to be able as well.
Yeah, it's out of the ordinary. Usually this guy level changes to take you down very early in fights, but tonight he is showing that he is comfortable in the striking, and he is on point with his striking. They've worked very hard to improve his stand-up skills, and it's showing right now.
Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
Well, eventually, you know he's going to turn this defense into offense, but he's certainly doing a nice job on the defensive end thus far.
They talk about the feeling out process. He's getting his opponent's timing. Now he's blocking everything. Expect counters as we go forward.
Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop him. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut, and now all the blood is coming from the cut.
St. Preux's tough as it gets, but how about the size of that bruise starting to form on his right side? Oh!
It's a right hand.
Unable to connect with the right hand there. Takedown defense holds up. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Single collar tie there. Blades' eye appears to be closing up by the second. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank.
Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. And right now, it's starting to show. Right to the knee on belly. Gains great posture and starts raining down punches. If his opponent does not move, this fight is going to be stopped.
Blades making these ground strikes count. Oh, he's got his back. 2 rounds in the books. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, so the cut man attends to the fighter who has essentially been rendered a one-eyed fighter at this point in time. Some replays from the previous round.
No defensive intent, no defensive intensity. No attention to his defense, and this costing him. Now he's dealing with a massive cut over his eye, and that's going to make it hard for him to see. He's got to change something, man. He's got to.
You ready to fight? Ready.
5 minutes to go. Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. Try to establish that jab. Well, we told you we'd keep an eye on it, DC. That cut is starting to open up wider now, and he continues to target that area wisely.
Well, when you saw it right away, it wasn't that bad. As he continues to target it, you can start to see it opening up. Look for him to continue to go down that route to try to get this victory.
105 total strikes have landed for Oben St. Preux. And connecting with 46% accuracy tonight, by the way, against Curtis Razor Blades. Oh, he has landed a high volume of strikes in this round and really hasn't let up when it comes to his aggressiveness. The striking has been on point every step of the way. Careful to not gas out, but you gotta like the output here down the stretch.
One takedown is easy to defend. When you start stringing them together is when guys struggle.
All right, so you can see some swelling on the facial region now as his opponent lands yet another strike, and that one was clean.
I mean, this guy is so clean with his striking. He knows exactly what he wants to accomplish, and he does a great job of doing just that.
All right, feet on the hips here.
He's got to start throwing down.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by St. Preux. All right, so the cut really starting to open up wider now, and you gotta credit this striker for continuing to attack that area.
Just knowing the target, knowing what he's supposed to do, and doing it as effectively as he is right now. This guy's tremendous. If you're gonna go out on your shield. If you're going out, go out on your shield. Don't just walk backwards. Go forward. Make him fight you.
Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting them up now.
Oh, my goodness. You hurt him bad. Nice block there.
Oh, nice entry to get the takedown. Oh, he's got him in a crucifix now, DC. All of that body weight on his opponent.
He's got all the weight on the upper body. His feet are free to do whatever. But the arm stuck between the legs, he is now going to start dropping hammer fists. He's going to start dropping elbows. This is one of the nastiest positions in all of fighting.
Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. Oh, big punches landing here. We'll see if he can work back to his feet.
Once he got him cut, he recognized where he needs to be throwing these shots. And once again, he lands right on that cut. Big ground and pound. Massive shot from the top.
Blades is in half guard. Pretty good work with the strike there from bottom position. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. St. Prude's nose is just pouring blood right now. I'm no doctor, Daniel, but I'm not sure that thing isn't broken right now. Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off his back. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Blades.
And there you go, again, half guard. Got his guard pass.
45 seconds remain in the round. Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Curtis Blades. Wow, so somehow, some way in this final round, back to the feet.
It's like he's playing the lottery, John. He got to his feet now. Does his numbers hit? He has got to hit every button to try to get a finish.
20 seconds to go in the fight. Man, looks like he's trying to set records here, landing all of these strikes. He is aggressive to a fault and really has been all night long as he continues to pour it on. Got to be careful here, though, not to gas out. St. Prude's really bleeding something fierce now. That cut's not getting any better. We got the best cut men in the game. Got to think they're going to be busy in between rounds.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The official
after 3
decision
rounds,
is in.
we go
It
to the
resides
judges'
with
scorecards
Bruce
for
Buffer.
decision. The judges score this contest 30-27, 9-28, and 30-27. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Curtis Razor Blades.
Well, there is a new heavyweight force to be reckoned with. His name is Curtis Razor Blades. Congratulations to Mr. Blades and his team, Team Elevation. Huge result for them here tonight. And a lot of people were wondering, what is the ceiling on Curtis Blades? Might be UFC heavyweight champion after what we saw tonight. And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Alexei the Boa Constrictor Alingin. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Vitor.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
All right, so the UFC is back at the O2 Arena here in London, England. The adult beverages are flowing. And we're going to feed off this crowd tonight, as usual, here in the UK, DC.
You know, a lot of times you sit next to the octagon, and because we wear these headphones, you can barely hear. But when we come to London, headphone or not, you are going to know that these people are loud, they're raucous, and they're ready to put on a show. They're ready to also cheer hard for the English fighter.
All right, so a big moment for him here as he gets the clinch with relative ease. Now we'll see what he can do from this position to potentially get a more advantageous position.
Well, he wants to wear him down. He wants to make him work from in close. He understands that there's still danger of knees coming up the middle, but he also recognizes that he can score takedowns from this position. And that's the danger in the engagement there.
Tries to work it into a takedown. Nicely done to the body.
Nice movement punch.
Oh, Oh, no feeling out process tonight. These fighters are brawling around.
Those guys came to fight from the moment the referee said go.
Oh, big elbow. Certainly showing.
He's going guillotine.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition. He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Oh, that Kimura looks tight. You gotta be kidding me. He gets out of danger again.
Once again, he gets his arm out. Great submission defense. Getting him out here. This is where he wants to be.
Postures up. Ooh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there.
And there you go, again, half guard.
All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, arm triangle. Arm triangle, arm triangle.
Oh, real good submission attempt now. That one looks tight.
This has got to be the end of the fight.
Oh, somehow he got out.
That was beautiful. Look at how he brought his hips up in the air. Used his momentum to swing himself back to his chest being facing the mat. What a beautiful display of submission defense.
Oh, Lennox in half guard.
There it is, now he's going to mount.
Making all these shots count. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Oh, beautifully placed hook there. He's connected on a few of them so far here in this round.
He sets him up beautifully. He always pivots. He turns on the front foot, and he drives his entire body into that hook. He checked that last one.
Well, let's see if he goes to set up the hook again. He has really done a nice job punctuating his combinations with that hook tonight. Oh, Lennox going for a choke.
That guillotine is very tight.
Oh, looks like he's countering here with maybe a Von Flute. He's got the side. Oh, he got out.
Now he's going full mount. Great job finding his shots from the top position.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. Oh, Lennox back in half guard, very comfortable here. Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, he's trying to land effective strikes.
Nicely done. Might be a submission attempt here, champ. Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
Yeah, he's trying to switch over to get an armbar. He's going to be on his opponent to try to chase him.
Oh, looked pretty tight, but he gives up on the submission. Coincides for the end of round one.
All right, bud, sit down. Take a deep breath. Now listen, we probably lost that round, okay? The only reason we lost is because you're waiting on it. I need you to be firm.
All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
Yeah, man, you see two high-level grapplers going after it. One guy gets an advantage. The other guy always has a response. We thought it was over. A lesser opponent would have been submitted, but these two are two of the best grapplers in the entire UFC.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. Well, no keys tonight, but no problem. If you like the jiu-jitsu game, this is the fight for you. We saw multiple submission attempts on both sides in that previous round.
Both guys attempted multiple submissions. No one was able to secure one. But if you love grappling, you love this fight.
Whiffs on the straight right hands. Oh, pretty good counter jab to the head by Olenek. All right, so the commitment to the takedown pays off. After several failed attempts, he finally gets his first takedown. Now let's see what he can do with it. Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight.
It looks like he's trying to get an arm triangle, but he's got to get to the opposite side, get his chest to the mat, and find that finish. Oh, man, that was slick.
Back to his feet.
Oh, nice for a right hook there.
Oh, damage done. Bleeding from his cheek now. Big elbow there, Lance. His misses are entertaining. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson one in boxing class, hands up, chin down.
Oh, big hook, that'll sting. Well, significant swelling now in and around that left eye. Might even be starting to close.
Another big right there. Oh, right into mount.
Oh, he's setting up for a submission now. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
Oh, nice elbow.
Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
Oh, another brutal hook by him there. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. He was able to fight through them in the previous round. Still plenty of time to go in this one.
Still plenty of time to go in this round. And if he is not careful, one of those hooks will put him to sleep.
Well, on paper, it looked like a grappling advantage for him coming in, and largely, DC, that's the way it's played out. The takedowns, the ground control, he's got it all going tonight.
He's got it all going, J.A. This is a dream for him. The takedown early, the ground control, really starting to wear at the gas tank of his opponent.
Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. Relentless pressure from the top by Olenek. So the crowd absolutely loving it as these fighters work their way back to the feet.
The fighters are back to their feet now, and they can take in the applause because they deserve it after that grappling exchange.
What a great sequence by him, mixing up his strikes and once again targeting that already damaged, swollen area upstairs.
That's exactly what he should do. You know, we are talking about a guy that is so talented, that is so disciplined, that when he can see swelling like that, he's going to continue to attack.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent.
Oh, now he's attacking an arm triangle.
Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep. Had the submission in very tight, but as it started to slip, he went right back to the dominant position.
All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands, every punch lands. He is just outclassing this guy on the feet. You've got to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or your night's going to end very early.
Olenek's back in half guard. Right into side control. Olenek's able to transition back to side control now. Oh, hard ground strike there, and that one opened up a cut.
Take the back, get your hooks in.
Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. Rear naked choke. Oh, that rear naked choke attempt is tight.
Yep, gotta be very careful there.
Postures up now and lands a vicious head strike. And the horn sounds on round two.
Stop.
All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up.
I want you to go out there, put your comment.
All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
You ready to fight? Ready.
And we are back for our third and final round. Olynyk gets stunned there by that stiff jab. Finds his range with the jab. Oh, a nice punch out of the break there after he had caught the leg. So he is really starting to put it all together now. Clearly seems to have found the timing of his opponent. Well, his wrestling has been a great equal. Oh, might be trying to set up a leg submission here.
Got it very tight.
That'll do it! The winner by heel hook.
Oh, my goodness.
What a moment for this fighter here tonight. Called his shot, gets the win by way of submission. That after part is going to be on fire.
He got to his position. He found the submission. He squeezed and got it done. It was amazing to watch, and it was amazing to be a part of the broadcast for such an amazing performance.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
Bruce Buffer has your decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 34 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a heel hook, Alexei the Boa Constrictor Olynyk.
Well, what an incredible result here tonight as you see the winner there celebrating his victory by way of submission, and they put so much stock into finishing this fight. They felt like to really spin his career forward, they needed to not just win, but get the finish, and they certainly got it tonight.
They got the finish. He's such a terrific grappler. Every time he is on his back, he looks for submissions over and over again. Eventually, he found one tonight and got the desired result.
All right, without further delay, let's get to tonight's tale of the tape. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the World, Miesha Cupcake Tate! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the World, Holly the Preacher's Daughter! Holm!
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here we are back at the O2 Arena, London, England. We were not here when Leon Edwards confronted Jorge Masvidal backstage, the whole 3-piece and a soda bit, but we're happy to be here tonight.
Leon Edwards approached him, and he got a meal that he was not expecting. Let me tell you something, man. When you're in the arena, when you're in the O2 Arena, you better be ready to fight backstage or inside the octagon.
Oh, a nice straight there by Tate. Strong hook lands.
Lands a solid kick right there.
That's some power there.
Oh, Superman punch. Big knee there. Hard shots landing on both sides here.
She's got the single collar tie.
good is that jab by Holly Holm? Big knee there. Holm gets caught with that punch.
Those are big strikes.
Just missed with the elbow there.
Big shot to the body.
And yet another hook landed there by Holly Holm. Oh, the right punch is there for her. Left hand also good. So just over 20 total strikes for Holly Holm. Oh, here comes the kick. That one blocked by Holm. Trying to establish that jab once again. There's another power takedown there.
She does a good job of recognizing that the shots are coming, and she's got to get out of the way.
She's got her back now. Holly Holm's in half guard now.
This is a terrible position.
Good work from the top here by Holm.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Oh, another strike lands from the top. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Man, she's fun to watch grapple. Beautiful reversal there on the ground.
Hit the back! Hit the back!
Attempting a choke now. Oh, that rear naked choke looks tight.
Finish that choke!
Oh, so now she gives up on the submission.
She did, and she did because she saw that she was going to end up in a worse position. Great recognition to give up the submission and maintain her dominant position.
All right, so her ground control is outstanding. Half guard is when she's at her most dangerous.
Yeah, she's at her most dangerous when she has a half guard because she's so brutal with the ground and pound. She likes to go after fighters and really wear on them, force them to make decisions to give their backs so that she can chase her submissions, or they're going to lay on their back and just get beaten up from the top in that beautiful half guard position.
Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position. She's staying busy here, connecting with those punches. All right, so a storyline developing. You see a cut has been opened around her eye.
She's got a cut on her eye. She's been getting hit in that same spot. The cut's nothing too big right now, but if she doesn't protect it, it'll get a lot worse.
Overhand punch to the head. 20 seconds now remain in the round. Oh, huge Superman punch. Second round, straight ahead.
All right, take a deep breath. Relax. It's okay. Let's get our elbows a little bit tighter this time. Throw your combinations hard and fast and get those arms.
All right, so there's the end of the round. We're going to get you some replays here. Her submission offense is outstanding, just unable to get it tight enough there.
She's such a great grappler. She manipulates you so well on the ground that you see why people try to avoid grappling with her at all costs. But she got the fight where she wanted to. She almost got the submission that would have ended the fight.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we are, early round two. All right, here we go. Next round is underway. For a moment there in the previous round, it looked like we wouldn't get here. The submission attempt failed. Gotta think there's more where that came from here.
Great submission attempt, but her opponent is so skilled and she has such great submission defense, she was able to slip out and continue to fight from the top position.
Good shot, good shot.
Grips the body there. Takes no to deal with some blood in that area.
That hook was bad.
Nicely done with the kick by her there. Oh, how is she standing? Brutal knee to the body.
That was again. Nice strike.
Hook shot lands.
Oh, nice.
Well, Holmes got a bruise appearing on that left side now. Got to think that bodily investment is going to pay dividends later in the fight. She's going back to that patented straight right hand, unable to connect.
Oh, nice combination. Oh, my goodness.
Well, not just a high output fight to this point, but a high accuracy fight as well. Both fighters have absorbed a lot of damage thus far.
These two women have both fought so valiantly. They have really laid it out on the line tonight, and it's made for a very fun fight.
All right, into full guard here, DC. Where does she go from here?
She needs to be passing, right away passing, trying to pass to get good ground and pound off.
Tate's back in half guard. All right, so just as we saw in the previous round, she is realizing a lot of success with her kickboxing game tonight, and you can see the confidence growing with every strike landed.
It's overwhelming for her opponent to be in there with her when she's in this flow state. She's so good at everything she's doing that now the activity is starting to pick up. If she can continue to fight in this way, I wouldn't be surprised if this fight gets finished.
Trying to kick the leg out. All right, so she told us in the fighter meeting the body shots were going to be key, and they certainly have been. She invested early, and now you're starting to see some damage on the other side.
Yeah, she's doing a great job of following the game plan. She spoke to us in the fighter meeting about going to the body, about investing, not worrying about seeing the outcome right away. And it's starting to show now as this fight gets longer.
Man, she's got it all going with the hands, with the feet tonight, and that cut is really becoming a factor now as this fight continues.
Yes, she's got to move, Jay. She's got to get on her bicycle. She's got to get to the middle of the round so that the cut man can get to work, because the more she's in there, the more she tries to fight face first, the more that cut is going to open up. She's got to get loose.
Well, she has certainly picked up the pace here in round two and starting to find herself in the pocket a little bit. She was a little bit hesitant in round one. No hesitancy whatsoever here in round two. She has clearly found her rhythm and range.
Oh, high kick.
Tate's body really getting bruised up on that right side right now. Got to figure out a way to lower the guard. Going to the body now with that hook, well placed there by Holm. Well, you got to think at this stage of things, there is a wide margin on the judges' scorecard. She has landed a ton of significant strikes in what is her best performance today.
This is the best we've ever seen her look. She did a great job of fighting at her pace, dictating, controlling all of the exchanges, and she landed punches and bunches.
Well, that left hand has been there for her tonight, not on that attempt. Oh, nice job to get the takedown late in the round. Certainly not resting on her laurels here as we wind it down in this round.
She's a grinder. She's going to take it on at the beginning of the round, middle, and the end. You have to know that you will be constantly under attack from this wrestle-heavy approach.
Holly Holmes in half guard. Trying to stay heavy here as best she can. Holmes gets back up again. 15 seconds remain in the round. Well, Holmes' nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge.
That's gonna get some respect. She won't.
Oh, so the round is over, but not before she got absolutely starched by that huge shot just before the final horn. So she goes back to the stool now. We'll see the extent to which she can recover. As many of you know, 60 seconds, not a lot of time. All right, so a lot of strike absorption by her in that previous round. She got stunned on the feet, but survives to see another round. Talk us through the replay, man.
You look at the action here. They're going back and forth, and boom, There goes that big strike that lands that really does hurt her opponent. She could not find the follow-up shot, but
Ready, fight?
eventually she will
Ready.
find that moment.
Third round underway. Oh, she's really starting to put together some significant body shots here, attacking both sides now.
Her striking looks great. Great punch. Beautiful job getting those hands up.
Massive head kick. Oh, roundhouse kick lands. Well, she whiffs on the straight right hand. Obvious redness now on the left side of her body, courtesy of those body kicks.
Dig and kick.
Let's work. You need to work.
She missed with that jab. Nice job by the veteran there to counter with a jab to the head. Strong work on the feet by Tate. Man, that hurts to watch as she continues to punish her opponent's body here in this round. Tate gets caught by that straight punch. Can't take too many more of those.
It may not look like she's hurt to the blind eye, but she's getting stunned. You keep taking that, it'll be a short night.
Well, Holmes blocking pretty well now, so an adjustment made by the fighter to protect that already significantly damaged nose. All right, so now as the cut continues to get worse, it appears as though it's starting to affect her a little bit.
Yeah, it's starting to affect her. You can see it. She's reaching for it. She's pawing at it. She's trying to understand where the blood is coming from. She has got to stay locked in if she wants to win this fight.
Under 3 minutes now to go in this one.
Oh, nice.
Well, what a great showcase for these two fighters and this division, down to the wire between two of the best.
They show what type of fighter this division possesses. They should be very proud, both of them.
Well, she's leaking a lot of blood now. That cut is getting worse with every strike land.
And the blood is flying. Her confidence is growing. She will continue to try and target that cut until someone has to come in here, ringside position, and stop the fight.
Oh, and transitions right into side control. Tate getting that ground and pound going and landing. Pretty accurate there from bottom position. Back to her feet now, good sign for her there. Well, her reactions are really starting to change now as her opponent continues to pepper the body.
They're big. You can see that she's almost panicking. She doesn't want to get hit anymore. You can see the damage that she has taken to the body, so she's overcompensating for trying to defend herself. She better slow down and try to change the way that this fight's playing out.
Oh, she is absolutely getting lit up right now. She has certainly changed her approach here in the latter stages of this fight. She is trying to take the judges out of it. That'll certainly help that goal. Holly Holmes swelling now around the jaw area, so we'll keep an eye on that as this fight continues.
Oh, that one landed, yep.
Leg kick checked by Holly Holm. Less than a minute now to go in the fight. Trying to hammer that lead leg. Oh, pinpoint jab placement there, and a nice job to take advantage of her edge and reach. Nice job landing the double jab there, DC.
I mean, you are definitely pressing that button. You love that one, don't you? You love that jab.
Oh, there's the single. 30 seconds to go in the round.
In the half guard.
Tate ground and pound from half guard. All right, she's in the full guard here, DC.
She's going to be looking to pass, try to get to the next position.
What a 15 minutes put forth.
It's all good. You did great. It's going to be a close fight, though.
The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score the contest 29-28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Miesha Cupcake Tate.
Dominant performance tonight for the wrestler, to be sure, as she gets the decision victory with relative ease. I'd imagine for you, 30-27 across the board.
30-27. Embrace the grind. She was able to take her down, grind her out, and really just make her look lost. She had no answers for the wrestling approach of this young lady. It was amazing. And when I watch these young athletes come into their own like she did tonight, I want to stand and give them applause.
Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, an Ultimate Fighter season winner, the former UFC light heavyweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Sugar Rashad Evans! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Yuri Denisa.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, round 1 is underway. Sugar Rashad Evans set to take the center of the octagon here. His last first-round finish against Chael Sonnen, UFC 167 in 2013. We'll see if he can add to that total tonight and get off to a good start here in what is another high-profile spot for the former champ. Well, you can spot that wide base, that stance of Yuri Prochazka from a mile away. His opponent didn't see that right hand coming.
Yeah, that right hand is tremendous from Yuri Prochazka. But that right hand starts with that wide base, with his ability to draw out your mistake, and then he always capitalizes on it.
Oh, nice straight punch there by Evans. All right, so there it is. Gets the early takedown as many expected.
Yeah, beautiful takedown lands early in the fight. We have to watch very carefully if this becomes the path that this fight takes.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Prochazka gets back up.
Quick jab lands there.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Missed with that jab attempt there. Oh, nice check on the leg kick offering there. Trying to hammer that lead leg. Keeping him honest with the jab. Oh, nice jab to the dome by Evans.
More strikes to the head.
Clipped him with the right hand there. Oh, massive knee to the body. That can't feel good.
Oh, nice body shot.
Nice jab there to the body by Evans.
Jab, snaps the head back.
His misses are entertaining. Oh, punches in bunches as he lands another combination there. Really doing a nice job stringing his shots.
He's doing a great job of...
True on the double leg. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
Getting them out here. He's got to be careful here.
Oh!
He did a great job of reversing the position, using the opening that his opponent gave him to shut him off and get back up.
Right hand on the counter is true.
I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out.
Well, he's certainly keeping busy, DC, connecting with most of the punches he's thrown.
I mean, punches in bunches. He's doing a great job.
Rashad going for the leg kick. He does not connect. Well, you gotta think frustration is starting to set in on the other side as he lands another takedown, and he knew he was gonna get a lot of this offensive wrestling. As yet, he's been unable to stop.
He has not been able to stop it, and it's a different wrestling. It's a MANIA type of wrestling where they get close to you, they hook their feet, they drag into the mat knowing that once you're on the ground, now you're really in trouble because the takedown is only a part of the danger. The true danger is grappling with such a great submission special.
Yeah, nothing fun about it. Oh, setting up the left hook, but out of range. Well, he continues to manage distance beautifully and take advantage of that edge and reach. Prochazka's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. 20 seconds left. Oh, head kick, bang. Oh, shoots for the double leg takedown. Looked to be a good entry, unable to finish the job.
Oh, that was a big one there.
Round two next. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward.
Deep breath, get out there.
All right, back to the stools for 60 seconds. That gives us a chance to re-rack some replays, including what we believe is the strike that caused the cut on his nose.
Yeah, beautiful strike that lands, causes this cut, opens him up on the bridge of the nose. It's not a bad cut, but if he continues to go forward, his opponent is a sniper, and he's gonna keep hitting him in that same spot. Move your head. Really choose the times in which you're going to advance to try to get to this guy. You gotta be careful though, because he is so good at picking his shot.
And of course, it's hard to know the extent to which that has compromised his breathing, but that corner was fired up. They want him to be more defensively sound as this fight continues. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth. So we'll see if he goes for another takedown here, and it's the way he's approaching the setup, too, that I think you've liked so far.
I love it, man. I love how he's throwing the left hook and almost pulling himself into his shot. Punch goes as the opponent's hands go up, he slides himself into the guy to try and secure a takedown. Truly, truly high-level striking mixed with unbelievable wrestling.
Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish him.
He rocked him, he hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not shut the lights off, and now he's past trying to find that shot again.
Evans' nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Hammer fist here by Evans. Looks like he might attempt the guillotine now.
Yep, that guillotine's deep.
Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
there you go. Again, half guard.
Prochazka gets up, he is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet. Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing.
Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say...
Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt already. Back.
Oh, man, DC, he would appear to be in real trouble.
Oh, that right hand barely missed there.
All right, so the hands are crispy tonight. Not exactly what we thought we would see out of this wrestler, but as a former two-time U.S. champion yourself with some hands, can fall in love with those.
He can fall in love with the striking, but he is showing tonight that everything starts with his wrestling. He gives you the level change, which then in turn helps him land in the striking. He looks fantastic. I did not expect him to look this good in the boxing tonight. Big ground and pounds. There it is. Now he's going to mount. Oh, he's got to be careful there. Yep.
Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Man's going to have some work to do if we get to the stool between rounds.
But that's why we got the best in the business. We got the best cutman in the business.
Huge right hand!
He has to evade Stan's face.
Big right hand there. He's got that jab working, nicely done. All right, seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut, and man, it's getting bad now. A lot of blood flowing.
Yeah, as it should be. He should be focused on getting to that cut, making his opponent pay. He did the work. He opened up the cut. Now it's on him to continue on the path and make the ringside position, come in here and try to stop this fight.
Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything coming.
Prochazka's eye now closing up.
Oh, nice double change.
All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how it chooses to advance from here.
Nice shots landing from the top position. Now he's going full mount.
All right, 20 seconds to go in the round. All right, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Evans' eye starting to swell now. Oh. 10 minutes in the books. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, so now we have some real adversity. There's a cut on the nose. Hard to know if that's impacting the breathing, but some definite damage in that previous round.
Yeah, some real damage. And now when you get a cut like that, that is in a bad spot. Because every time you get hit on the nose, it's so jarring. And then the blood starts to go down into the mouth. He's got an uphill battle ahead of him.
Ready.
Third round underway. Straight right is there. Unable to land with that punch. Oh, nice job to land the straight punch there. Must be nice to have that kind of reach advantage, DC. I know you can't necessarily relate. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Oh, and he gets the single leg takedown. Nice entry on that attempt. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground.
Inside control, you got a ton of options. He goes knees on belly.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Prochazka's definitely taking aim at that cut right now. You see, targeting that area that is already compromised on his opponent.
Good shot, good shot.
Just misses with the jab there. Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange. Oh, beautiful entry as he secures the double leg takedown. Really anybody's fight here over the final 5 minutes.
Oh, nice. And now he's in side control.
Three minutes now to go to decide this one. Oh, shades of the Godfather with the ground and pound Mark Coleman as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Lands with the ground and pound. Big power shot there.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Prochazka's got it. Oh!
Another takedown land.
Evans is in half guard. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Prochazka's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here.
Oh, right into mount.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Prochazka. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard. He's got to be careful here.
And there it is again, targeting that swelling. Why would you not, right? You doled out all this damage, might as well go right back to it.
Well, especially if your opponent is not going to move his head. He's still trying to go out on his shield. He's so stubborn in trying to prove that he's tough. It's really costing him right now.
He's got a better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Prochazka's going for an arm here.
Uh-oh, he didn't move quick enough. The arm's locked in.
Evans' eye is really not looking good right now, Daniel. Starting to swell shut, and that is going to compromise his vision as this fight continues. Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied.
This could be it.
Block that one.
Evans is cut on his nose, manageable for a while, maybe not so much now. That thing is pouring blood. An incredible fight as long as it played out, and we will need the judges' scorecards. Tremendous back-and-forth affair tonight. The official decision is in. Bruce Buffer has it.
We go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All three judges score the contest 29-28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Yuri Denisa Prochazka.
All right, so our congratulations go out to Yuri Prochazka. More often than not, he is finishing the opposition, but he'll take this decision victory every day of the week.
Yuri Prochazka's a dog. I mean, he's going to find ways to win fights. Tonight, it was by decision, but there was no question who the better fighter inside the octagon was tonight.
And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. All right, now for the official introductions, we go to the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion, the former UFC heavyweight champion of the world, and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Daniel D.C. Cormier. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
You ready to fight? You ready? Good.
Well, Israel Adesanya, as hot a prospect as has crossed into the UFC in years. He is known as an outstanding kickboxer, and as such, a lot of his UFC opponents are going to try to take him down, as his past victims will attest. That is a whole lot easier said than done. Awesome, nice boxing chops there from Daniel Cormier. We talk so much about the wrestling. Don't sleep on those hands.
Yeah, but it's because of the wrestling that allows these guys, especially a guy like DC, who's shorter, to manage distance and manage space in the striking room.
Oh, how good was that combo? He is really... We'll see if he tries to change levels here. Trips his opponent with the ankle pick.
Ankle pick takedown. We're so used to seeing singles, doubles, high crotches. When an ankle pick is hit, you applaud the guy doing the technique. Nice land. Great punch. Great block there.
Great body kick there. Straight right, he misses. All right, so the wrestler engages in the clinch here, and he does so very early in the fight against the kickboxer. He told us in the fighter meeting he's not worried about bonus money. He is trying to win, and this is certainly on that path.
Ultimately, it's about getting the W. Getting this guy into the clinch allows for you to start working towards winning the fight. One thing you got to be aware of, though, is those knees and elbows that come back in your direction from this high-level kickboxer.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight hand there. Beautifully done by Adesanya.
And the strike lands clean.
Well, largely it was a kickboxing match in the rematch against Stipe. Tonight, though, Cormier getting the fight right to the ground.
Because I got knocked out in the fight against Stipe in the rematch. Learn, go out there and wrestle, boy. Learn your lessons. Great job, young man.
All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful.
And there you go, again, half guard.
All right, feet on the hips here. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Cormier's now switching his stance. Oh, counters with a straight right hand. That'll work.
He's got great kicks also. He needs to be throwing more kicks in this fight. He hasn't thrown many at all.
And now some separation. Just misses with a left hook there.
Another big takedown. Getting them out here.
Nice positional control here.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Cormier's back in full mount. Lands the ground and pound strike. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Good. Oh, heavy shots continue to rain down.
Oh, beautiful level change. Look at him, he's setting up top now. Look at that, he's setting up.
Oh, looks like he's got that arm pinned in the triangle now. submission now. Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively.
There it is. Now he's on the mount.
Well, how about Daniel Cormier here tonight? What else can you say about the UFC Hall of Famer? The wrestling chops are absolutely next level, and even though his opponent knew he was going to get a healthy batch of takedowns, hasn't been able to stuff a shot.
Even though you know what to expect with Cormier, you got to be prepared for it, and be prepared for it at a level that you haven't seen before. It's not one takedown. It's not the second move. It's the third and the fourth that gives his opponent so many problems. Balancing on one leg is very difficult for big men. DC is an expert at putting him in those positions to really cause them problems. Tonight, he has done that, and once again, he's working his way towards a championship opportunity.
Oh, good ground and pound here.
Ah.
5 minutes in the books. All right, so the round is over. There is the horn, but not before he got a huge knockdown. A great round from Cormier.
Beautiful. He can't do anything to you. Everything he throws, bam! This stuff and everything is beautiful.
All right, so a big round for him there, maybe even a 10-8. There was a big knockdown in there, courtesy of the kick. DC, talk us through it.
He found his spot. I mean, he knew that there was a weakness. He found the spot. He recognized an opportunity to go and chase down that head kick. He threw it, it landed, and he almost got the finish.
All right, with that, we now present round 2. Israel Adesanya. And not a great hair day on the other side. Daniel Cormier. Left hook to the head. Oh, nice straight punch there. Must be nice to have a reach advantage like this, DC. Hook to the head lands flush there by Cormier.
Oh, nice right hand.
Clean with the right hook. Cormier going for the leg kick. He does not connect. Staying busy in the clinch, lands a nice punch there. Well, he landed a big knockout in the previous round, and you can just tell his confidence is growing from here.
His confidence is through the roof, as it should be. He's doing a great job right now of landing strikes. He just now has to find a punch that's going to end the night.
All right, so he continues to land, and not exactly what we thought we would see in this one tonight, but the wrestler willing to stand and trade. And
oh, he's going triangle here.
Ooh, arm triangle's in tight.
It's getting in very tight.
Oh, so now he bails on the submission.
He bailed, and rightfully so. You keep the dominant position. Great job. Very smart fighter we got there.
Adesanya's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Well, his superior grappling has certainly been the lead narrative in this one. The takedowns, the ground control, he's got it all going tonight.
He's doing a great job of dictating to his opponent, not allowing him to make any decisions in regards to the fight.
Good straight hand there by Adesanya. Oh, man, is that a hard inside leg kick. Oh, he's on wobbly legs now. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive than we saw in round 1, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. All right, so again, he shoots for a takedown. He is certainly trying to wrestle offensively tonight, but that attempt did not work.
We knew we'd see a commitment to trying to secure those takedowns. We did not anticipate him having to take this many attempts. How long until he gets discouraged?
All right, so there it is again. Rinse, repeat, another takedown. Just like we mentioned off the jump, this wrestler has been up in his opponent's face all night.
Well, according to the game plan, it would be take this guy down and ground him out. It's exactly what he is doing.
Trying to set up a choke here. Ooh, that looks pretty tight. All right, so he lets go of the submission now.
He let go because he saw that he was going to lose his position. You got to maintain dominant position when you're in a fight.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by DC. Man, he He's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Adesanya gets up. He is back on the feet here. Man, that is loud. Another strike lands for the kickboxer. He really found that flow state pretty early in this fight, and he hasn't looked back.
He found it really early. And when this guy gets into his groove, he is hell on wheels. And right now he is showing why he is such a high-level, high-regarded kickboxer. He is outclassing this guy.
Israel Adesanya is blocking well now. Made the adjustment, protecting what is an already damaged nose. All right, well, that blow is bossing from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with super high fight IQ. When you give him that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Cormier goes in for the takedown now, and he's able to get it. So a nice entry and a wise move, given how the things were playing out on the feet. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack the arm triangle. It's in there deep. There you go.
Oh, so how about that? The offensive fighter bails on the submission now.
Very smart. You got to keep positions over submission.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work. Well, his nose is just mangled. The cut appears to be the big issue. Let's get you some replays from that previous round.
I mean, it's getting hammered. He's going back to the well over and over again. And why would he not? His opponent wasn't good on the defense. His opponent allowed for him to land too clean. And now, he's just targeting that cut on the nose.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, so next round underway here, and you got to admire the stamina that both of these guys still exuded towards the end of that round. Both men put a particular focus on their cardiovascular commitment in this training camp, and it's clearly paid dividends here tonight. We have two legitimately fresh fighters here as we hit this next round. Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight. Back to his feet. That kick blocked by DC. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. You can feel that breeze octagon side after the swing and a miss by DC.
Oh, that's over right. He's hurt. He's wobbling.
Oh, there's the swing and there's the miss by Cormier. Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following the game plan.
Side control now. All right, he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this.
Yes, they have to be mature about the fact that this is a real fighting position, and the guy on top has a lot of opportunities to finish. If he's going to attack this north-south choke, he's got to drive that shoulder deep into his neck, really start to sink his weight away, which will in turn cut the oxygen from his opponent, allowing him to get the finish.
Might get the TKO here. Gets back to his feet.
Another hurt. He's hurt bad.
Ooh, found a home for that knee. continues to land a high number of strikes in this round. Really hasn't let up when it comes to his aggressiveness. Certainly have to be mindful that you don't gas out, but you gotta like the output on display here. Adesanya's cut on his nose is just pouring blood at this point. You want... Oh! And how much more can he take?
Oh, no!
Adesanya gets back up again. Nicely done. The kick is there to the body. Well, you can sense the corner frustration. He has not had any answer for these body shots, and now you see the visible damage.
Well, his coaches are wondering, where's the defenses? We worked on this. We knew this would be an attack that they would come with. Why are you not doing what we've trained? He's got to change something, man. He's got to tuck that elbow. He's got to roll and turn. He cannot continue to take these body shots. He's driving the back of the head, pulling forward on the head, and then landing those beautiful punches. Really's got it.
Double leg takedown attempt here, and that is a good attempt as he gets the fight back to the mat.
It's ideal. His ideal situation just happened. He got it on the shot, didn't have to put too much effort to finish. Great job.
All right, well, time is the enemy now, DC, and he's really running out of it if he's going to get his hand raised tonight.
He's got to go forward. He's got to do everything at his opponent to try and find that punch or that kick that's going to end the fight. There is no time for strategy.
Oh, big knee! Cormier goes in for the takedown now, and he's able to get it. Beautiful entry there, and a wise move given how things were playing out on the field. Constantly a moving target. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Cormier's back in half guard. Under 20 seconds now to go. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's
in a dominant position. Look at him attacking the wrist.
Ooh, that Kimura looks tight.
Knee on belly. He's bringing it down, ground and pound. If he doesn't move on the bottom, he's going to get finished.
Looks like the referee could step in here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
All right, the official decision is in. It resides with the venerable Bruce
All
Buffer.
three judges score the contest 30-27. For the winner by unanimous decision, Daniel D.C. Cormier.
Well, I'm not sure his cardiovascular base has ever been better. Daniel Cormier, your winner by decision, and made it look easy tonight.
Made it look easy, was able to implement the game plan, fight effectively, get takedowns, and do everything he needed to do in order to win this fight.
Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Here once more is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Paul Benju Craig. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Nikita the Miner Krylov.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here we are, the MMA leader back in London, England. It's amazing to think back to UFC 75 when the UFC first came to the UK. Now you're talking about 25 shows in the United Kingdom, but few markets as rabid about mixed martial arts as martials.
And the moment you saw guys like Michael Bisping start to fight in the UFC, he seemed as though he was alone. Now there are a number of English fighters who dream of headlining this arena.
As he presses forward with the combination there. Craig gets hit with a kick. All right, so there it is, a little takedown for Paul Craig.
Bear Jew.
Oh, going for a leg lock. Oh, I don't know, that heel hook looks tight. Oh, somehow he gets out.
He gets out and he goes right on the offense. He's trying to sub him. He's going to work hard to get this finish.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense. Nice target change and him attacking the body.
Missed with that attempt.
Nice uppercut. He's throwing bombs. Every time they come into contact, he is throwing bombs.
Craig's shot is blocked.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful combination there. If you are teaching an up-and-coming fighter about throwing volume strikes,
Oh! Beautiful.
oh, that is a high-level transition to half guard and now in a position to do a lot of damage.
Watch him sit back on the leg and land big ground and pound.
Oh, that's how you do it. Postures up and lands to the head.
He's setting up a beautiful submission.
Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, favoring position over submission.
Very smart decision. You never want to value the submission over keeping dominant position. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position. Great shot from the top position.
Continues to attack here. We'll see if he can set up the arm bar.
Gotta be careful there.
Craig's right back to the full mount.
He needs to try to get to a half guard at least. At minimum, try to go to half guard.
Krylov getting work here from the top. Let's see if he goes for a sweep to try to get back to his feet. We'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Setting up for another submission now. Heel hook looks tight. All right, so now going to position over submission as he bails on the sub. Craig's in half guard. Lands the grounded pound strike here. All right, so he gets back to his feet after that extended battle on the ground, and the crowd is loving it.
The crowd's going crazy because they appreciate high-level mixed martial arts, and that's exactly what you just got. Gets to the single collar tie.
Oh, now the hook in the clinch by Krylov. Oh, man, I'm starting to feel bad for the canvas as he lands another takedown. Oh, attempting to go for the leg now.
Oh, he's advancing.
Oh, what a moment there, right back to his feet. I thought he might get submitted there. Showing off that leg dexterity and flexibility rubber guard now.
I mean, it's unbelievable to watch these guys who are able to bring the legs all the way up around the shoulders and just control you. Because to me personally, and I'm no jiu-jitsu expert, to me personally, it feels like this is a position to really just slow everything down. Are there submissions? Yes. But the ideal thing in this position is to slow you down from damaging and really just make you feel more in danger than you really are.
Round two straight ahead.
Okay, there's no way you got that one. You lost that one, okay? But we're going to take this next one back. You know you can do it. We're going to stick to our striking. You can't handle it, don't you?
All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish, too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, here we go. This next round is underway. He got got worked in that previous frame. We'll see if he has recovered here as he enters this next round.
You don't recover in a minute, so he needs to extend the recovery time. Fight at a slower pace. You cannot go in there slinging leather again, or he'll find the light shut out this time.
Now connects with the left hand. Krylov's strike attempt there is blocked. Nice straight right lands. Craig going for the takedown here, nothing doing there. Again, he's looking for that left, it's not there. All right, so maybe he goes for another takedown here, and it's the setups too, right? He's not blindly shooting from the outside. Maybe he'll get him down again.
He's doing a fantastic job of setting up his takedown with his hands. He's forcing the hands up around to block his face, and he's dropping his level, shooting his shots. And ultimately, because he's such a great submission guy, no matter how the fight gets to the floor, he just needs to get it there.
Craig gets hammered by that solid uppercut. That one got his attention. Oh, and there it is, DC doing his best Tony Romo impression. You saw that one coming.
And now he's gonna get you. Now he's in trouble.
Oh, somehow he gets out. Fantastic submission, D. Krylov's nose is bleeding now. Ooh, heel hook attempt now, and it looks locked in. Oh, I don't know. That heel hook looks tight.
That heel hook looks tight. He cannot allow his opponent to get space, though, if he wants to finish the fight. Great job maintaining position over submission. Very smart. Great fight IQ.
Well, his grappling has been on point thus far, and don't think he's going to slow down. He can keep up this pace through the whole fight.
Especially when he's on top, in the top position, where he's controlling the exchanges, controlling the transitions. He can do it with his eyes closed. This is something he's been doing since he was a young man.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
Well, it's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are. Oh, big punch land.
Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut with every passing strike.
Every strike. And it burns. John, it burns so bad. When you get cut like that, every time a shot lands, it just burns. So this guy needs to try to find a way to not...
Oh, might be able to get his leg here, and he does. Heel hook looks tight. Now trying to escape, and he does!
He freed his knee, got his leg all the way to the opposite side. Now, opponent has your back, but you're in a much better position.
Oh, that gilly is tight. Oh, great submission defense. Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight, but we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys. Nice transition.
Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the field.
Yeah, they're back on their feet. They spent a lot of energy on the ground, though. These guys were going back and forth on the ground, and ultimately, he's gotten back to his feet to give himself an opportunity.
Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. Sidekick lands for him there, champ.
A lot of time, big double leg level change.
Oh, might be trying to set up a leg submission here. Oh, I don't know. That heel hook looks tight. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet.
He needs to shove the knees. Get his opponent's knee off of his belly so he can get to his feet.
All right, round three coming up next. All All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, the truck has produced some replays from that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the strike that opened up that cut on the bridge of his nose.
It's nasty, and it's in a bad spot because the reality is when you can't breathe through your nose, you start to open your mouth, but the blood is dripping down into your mouth. How is he going to breathe in order to have a chance to win this fight?
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. That's how you block a strike.
Nice punch to the head. Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
Craig's going for the leg. Might be a submission opportunity here. Oh, he's got that submission locked in. He's in real trouble. By submission.
What a performance.
Wow, an unbelievable result here tonight by way of submission, and he bided his time there. He stayed patient, waited for an opening, and then when it was there, he certainly capitalized to get the tap here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
And here we go inside the octagon for the official decision to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 41 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by tap out, Paul Craig.
All right, so tell me where you've heard this before. Paul Craig, your winner by submission. More often than not, that has been his method of victory in the UFC, and he goes that route again tonight.
It's his wheelhouse. He knows where he makes his money. He knows where his bread's buttered. If he can get the fight to the ground early, he understands how to set up finishes. Paul Craig is a fantastic grappler, and once again tonight, he gets a submission victory.
And the latest example of another fighter seemingly well prepared to defend the grappling game of Paul Craig, and yet under the lights, unable to do so.